Welcome back to the AAA MF YouTube channel. This is the first drive in my brand new 430 Scuderia. Why did I choose this car? Well, I absolutely love track focus cars. My GT3 RS 4 litre that I sold, the black one, was a pure track car, manual gearbox, naturally aspirated engine, lightweight, such a visceral feel. And this, in my opinion, is the equivalent from Ferrari. I think it's going to be actually really interesting to get the two of these together. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the 430 and the 430 Scuderia in case you don't know some of the history. Now, this car was designed by Frank Stephenson in collaboration with Pininfarina. And they basically made this car lighter than the 430. They made it more aerodynamic and they increased the downforce. That makes it incredible to drive. You've got that beautiful V8 engine, which is a brand new engine that they've developed. So it's a complete different engine to the previous 360 and the Challenge Stradale. This one has 4 valves per cylinder. So it actually feels a bit, the sound is a bit deeper. It's not that high shriek that you get in the Stradale. And the engine is only 4 kilograms heavier, despite the fact that it now puts out in the Scuderia 510 PS. You've also got the massive involvement of Michael Schumacher, who basically developed the car all the way along with Ferrari. And the biggest change over the previous Challenge Stradale is we now have the Manettino on the steering wheel, so you can change the settings of the car whilst you're driving the car. So a huge improvement. They've also added the E-differential to the car to give it F1 technology. So it handles better, it has more power, it's got more downforce than the Challenge Stradale. But what makes it much easier to drive, and the reason I chose this car, was because the gearbox now has much faster change. It's called the Superfast 2, which is the new gearbox. And if you keep your foot to the floor and change, it actually don't feel any jerkiness at all in the gear change, but it makes it a much more drivable car. So when I used to have my Challenge Stradale in the garage, and at the same time I had my McLaren MP412C, I used to take the McLaren all the time because it was just a much easier car to drive. The Challenge Stradale was a very occasional car that I wanted to take out on a Sunday morning, but that gear change made it really difficult. This one is so much more usable because of that gear change. It's also got super comfortable seats. The steering is really light and communicative, and I absolutely love the look of the car. And you can see how aggressive it looks, and it's got that lovely painted stripe on it as well with the matching anthracite alloy wheels. Why don't we take you for a spin and let you see what it sounds like? What makes the Ferrari 430 Scuderia so special to drive? Well, the first thing is the sound. Listen to this. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. It resonates around the whole cabin and makes it feel so exciting to drive. That's the first thing. The second thing, the steering. I thought the steering in my GT3 RS was good, but this is better. It's more direct, it's more stable. It's just completely flat through the corners. It's pretty spectacular. Wonderful steering. The third thing that makes it incredible is the looks. Even now, in 2022, this car is 14 years old. People stare at it wherever you go. It looks so dramatic. Frank Stephenson designed it in collaboration with Pininfarina, and they've made it, I think, more aggressive looking than the Stradale. Maybe less beautiful, but more aggressive. I think these are actually incredible value for money now. If you're looking at the marketplace, a 458 Speciale is around 315,000, all the way up to 400,000 for a low mileage car. These ones are around £200,000. I mean, it just makes no sense at all. In my opinion, this is actually a better driving experience than a 458 Speciale, because the actual gearbox gives you more feel, and it just feels a bit more visceral, a bit louder, a bit rawer. Obviously, the 458 Speciale would be a better daily driver if you want to use it more often and take it on long trips, but I've been in both, and I actually really love this car and prefer this to the 458 Speciale. Controversial, I know, but if you're looking for pound, I think this offers a lot better value. Don't forget, if you're looking to buy a car for £25,000 or more and you live in the UK, give Magnitude Finance a call. Go on to the Magnitude Finance calculator and you can see your monthly repayments. I use them to buy my Alfa Romeo 4C, and the service I had was absolutely incredible. We're going to do a lot more videos with this. I think the next video we're going to do with this is going to be with my GT3 RS 4 litre. We're going to take this to Wales and we're going to compare the two and maybe bring a third or fourth car. Why don't you suggest down below what car we should bring along to test alongside the Scuderia and the GT3 RS 4 litre? It has to be something track focused. So let me have your comments below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Loads more content to come with this car. We'll see you soon.